Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Attorney Shah Pirali, and we're going to discuss a little bit about alternatives to the H1B because the results are coming out, and we are very proud to say that so far more than 20% of our candidates made it to the lottery. But unfortunately, there are still a lot of people who are not going to make it. So, what do you do in those situations? For example, now if you're a student and you are on OPT and your OPT is expiring, what can you do? Well, one of the options, of course, is move back to your student visa, continue your studies, and of course, you won't be able to work unless you are a beneficiary of the CPT. But as you know, the CPT is not a good options all the time. And the other options that we are going to look at is one of the options is the E3 visa for those who are from Australia, and and that's something that many people don't know about. And the E3 visa, I don't know if I have an article here, but I think I do. The E3 visa are people who are born in Australia, and I think I have an article like I said here. I'm trying to find it, but yes, I think we do have an article on the E3 visa. It is an alternative to the H1B, but it is available only to people who are born in who are Australian citizens, not born, but who are Australian citizens. And this gives a reciprocal here, as you can see on this link. One of the alternative is the E3 visa for Australians. It's not a dual intent visa as far as we know, but it allows you to come to the United States and work here if you're from Australia. Now, first, student visa, you continue a student, then you look into the E3 visa. Then there's, of course, for those who are Canadian citizens, you should look into the TN visa, or if you're already on the TN visa, the NAFTA visa, you can look into that. This is something that is available for pretty much as long as you qualify in the NAFTA TN visa, you should be able to look into that visa. I don't think. Let me see if we have an article also on our website. We pretty much have all those articles, the TN visa, and the thing is, just with the TN visa, it's open all the time, but again, it's not what we call the visa which gives you a green card. So it is a non-dual intent visa also. Now you can search. We have a lot of things on our website at piralilaw.com. The third option, of course, is for those who are not born from India. You can go for a straight green card, either on EB2 category or EB3, depending on the timing. If you are able to maintain status, you might be able to look into that. There's something else which many people don't know about. It's called B1 in lieu of an H1. A B1 in lieu of an H1 allows you to basically come to the United States and work here, but there are conditions attached to that. You have to apply for it at the U.S. Embassy, and it has to. There are many conditions attached to it. For one, you cannot be paid inside the United States, and it is very short and temporary. And many companies have been using it. Unfortunately, some have abused it, and now we are facing another problem. So we have the B1 in lieu of the H1. And of course, now going back again, recap: stay on student visa, try the E3 if you're from Australia, and also try to look into what we call the TN visa, and of course the straight green card. And if you qualify under EB1, even you are in a student visa, you might be able to get your green card straight, EB1A, EB1B, EB1C, and we have all those options here. EB1A, EB1A are for aliens of extraordinary ability, outstanding researchers, and EB1C if you have been transferred. So you look into that. Now there's other options, of course, L1A or L1B. If your company has a branch here and you qualify under the L1A or L1B, I think you should look into that. And right now the court and the government has expanded a little bit the L1A. We had an article on this yesterday, and and you will see a YouTube video also on that, the matter of Z2A. And the other options that might be available, you might be qualified for visas like O visas, J1 visa. J1 visa is not a great visa, but it is available. This is for exchange visitor visa, so you can look into that too. And again, we have a good article on that on our website. Now, the other option, of course, if you are in entertainment, you can try, for example, many fashion models try to get the H1B and they don't get the H1B, so they can look into possibly, I'm not saying it is possible, maybe O or P or even other kinds of visas. And for those who are ministers, of course, you can look into the R visas. And also remember, for Singaporean and also for Chile, the H1B visa is open all the time, so you can also look into those kind of H1B visas. And we have some good articles here, and then on the H1B on our website, you should look into that. And of course, if you get a cap exempts are those non-profit, or not every non-profit, but or profit but cap exempt companies that can file H1Bs for you. You should look into that too. It's mostly institution of educational in education and things very similar. Unfortunately, there are not many out there, and the problem is that it doesn't put you to the cap. So you can only shift to another only cap exempt company, not a cap company, basically like right now in the lottery. So going back now, ladies and gentlemen, the list is big, but not everybody even then will be able to qualify for it. For one, look, if you're on a student visa, go back to your school. Two, look into visas like L, B visas, L1A, L1B, and then TN visas for Canadians. Then you have H1B visa, cap exempt, if you are a cap exempt school or institution, and O visa, of course, if you are outstanding. And of course, you should look into straight green card like EB1A, EB1B, EB1C. And for those people who are abroad, not born in India, you can still file a straight green card and the national interest waiver also. Should not forget about that. So the alternatives are there, but you need to talk to a lawyer who can assess your case and tell you where you stand. So this is where a good lawyer can really kind of look outside the box for you and help you. You can call us at 510-742-5887. We will be glad to help. And just to let you know, anything we are telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And please feel free to call us if you need any help. Thank you.